Hey guys, we got a missing little boy with autism in Alberta, Canada. This is Darius MacDougall. He's 5 years old, has autism, and hasn't been seen since Sunday. So the search is on desperately to find him. So I'm going to play this small piece here, which includes some clips from what the cops are saying so far. And then we're going to look at the map, and I've got a news report also to read to you.
Search is underway tonight for a missing 5-year-old boy in the Crow's Nest Pass. He wandered away from his family Sunday morning. 5-year-old Darius MacDougall was hiking with his siblings near Island Lake Campground when he disappeared. Dozens of people have been searching since yesterday for the boy. He has autism, which may prevent him from responding to others. Carson Marsouk reports.
From the air and on the ground, dozens of search and rescue members, RCMP and conservation officers are searching for 5-year-old Darius MacDougall.
Family went out for a walk. Darius was not among the ones that returned. They went back to the site, searched for a good time before calling 911, and search and rescue was deployed immediately.
Searchers responded around 11:30 Sunday morning. RCMP say Darius was walking with family on a road that connects to 10th Mountain and allows camping on Crown land when he got separated. MacDougall has autism, and police say that may prevent him from responding to others.
How a 5-year-old boy will react in a specific situation is difficult at the best of times. So we need to keep that in mind. Fortunately for us, we are able to draw upon the provincial resources in Alberta.
The area off of Highway 3 near the Alberta-BC boundary includes steep terrain, with search and rescue focusing on an area about 2 kilometers in.
We are in a valley, a river valley itself. There are 2 small rivers that are also in play. There's a large bog that we continue to search, and some fairly steep, rugged, forested terrain.
Members from search groups in southwest Alberta, Lethbridge, Foothills, and Cochrane have been canvassing the area since Sunday. Police are also using helicopters, drones, and dogs to find the missing boy, also searching the water Monday afternoon.
We have not narrowed the scope. We are expanding it as appropriate for our search avenues right now.
Officers and search members will continue their efforts throughout the night.
We are very confident about a positive outcome. The weather is in our favor.
Well, RCMP and search and rescue are thanking the public for wanting to help find the young boy. At this time, they are asking people to avoid the area to allow their trained teams to continue their searches. Carson Marsouk, CTV News, Crow's Nest Pass.
All right, Crow's Nest Pass in Alberta. It's in the middle of absolutely nowhere. So, out hiking on Sunday morning with members of his family, and he's got separated. He's obviously just wandered off. I don't know how many people he was with. It says his siblings. I don't know how old his siblings were. But desperate search. Now, they have been continuing to search overnight. They'll be using things like thermal drones and stuff. But I'm recording this early on Tuesday morning, so it'll still be overnight in Alberta, Canada. And there hasn't been any news that has come out in the last couple of hours. I want to read you this piece here from Global News. Massive search underway for missing 5-year-old Alberta boy. So, Darius is 5, brown hair, weighs, they don't know, they've not got a weight for him yet, 4 feet, last seen on the 21st, Sunday morning. Crews in southern Alberta continue to search for a 5-year-old boy who went missing on Sunday in the Crow's Nest Pass area, about 250 kilometres south of Calgary. RCMP said Darius MacDougall was last seen walking with other children in his family on Sunday morning. So how old these other children were, I don't know. Were they old enough to be responsible for a 5-year-old out in the middle of absolutely nowhere? They were walking along a road near Island Lake Campground, about 4 kilometres south of Crow's Nest Pass. But when the children returned to their campsite, so they're camping, kids go for a walk. I don't think there's anything unusual in that. Kids wanted to go for a little walk. But they returned to their campsite. Little boy was not with them. RCMP Sergeant Mark Amato said family members who are from the Fort McLeod and Lethbridge area immediately contacted police and a search was initiated. However, Amato said the boy has autism, which affects his ability to respond to searches. He's probably going to be scared. He's probably going to hide when he hears the noise of the helicopter, when he hears people shouting. He thinks he's in trouble. This happens again and again and again. Little kids, not just those with autism, but little kids generally, don't assist in their own rescue because they're scared and they hunker down. RCMP have since been joined by dozens of searchers from multiple rescue agencies from both Alberta and British Columbia. They're using dogs, drones, helicopters to help search the area. The terrain is alpine, mountainous terrain. It's very technical, says Amato. There are multiple creeks and rivers at play, including some beaver dams. Due to the complexity of the terrain, we need to make sure that we take our time and thoroughly go through. Drones have been utilised through the night using thermal imaging. The helicopters have been using visual spotting as well, as we do have one in line for night vision, and that is set up for tomorrow night if needed. Right now, all resources are in play to bring this little guy home. Police have also released a photo of the missing boy, who is described as 4 feet tall with short brown hair, wearing a blue-grey hoodie and sweatpants. Peter Alfred, search manager with Southwest Alberta Search and Rescue, said searchers have been working shoulder to shoulder, checking under logs and trees and along the shoreline of rivers. It concerns me that there's a couple of rivers, even shallow rivers, if they're, they've got a current, a little guy like Darius can take him away very, very quickly, can take him out of the area. While searchers are asking members of the public to keep an eye out for the little boy, they're also requesting that people avoid the immediate area to give search crews room to work. At this time, due to the technical nature of the search we're conducting, it's best done with trained ground search and rescue, said Alfred. Also, given the terrain we're involved in, if a member of the public were to be out and get injured, then we need to stop all search and rescue activities and deal with that injured person before we can continue. Sadly, that's true. They don't want to be splitting their efforts between, well-meaning people getting injured and then the search for Darius. Despite the time that has passed since the boy disappeared, searchers remain optimistic. We are very confident about the positive outcome, said Alfred. The weather is in our favour. The young man does not suffer from any other health issues. There's no reason to believe that there will not be a positive outcome. If they don't find him today, though, it's incredibly desperate. It doesn't bode well at all. RCMP are asking for anyone who has contact with him or may have seen him to call Crowsnet RCMP at 403-562-2866. Tips can also be provided anonymously to Crime Stoppers online by calling 1-800-222-8477 or by downloading the Crime Stoppers app P3 Tips from the App Store. There's a little bit on Facebook. So the Rocky Mountains Search and Rescue are out there. Searchers continuing their efforts. This looks like his mother, Megan Bernicky. Just got told my son Darius has been missing since 11:30. Search and Rescue is looking for him. Please, anyone in the past, look for my son, please. So that does look like his mother, but doesn't appear that she was with them. Don't know anything about the family circumstances. If they don't find him, that kind of thing will come out. But at this moment in time, the only thing is finding Darius. So if you're in the area, please don't go out searching. But if you happen to be camping in that area, then please do keep your eyes and your ears open. Darius, he might get hungry and venture towards a campsite for food, but still not make himself known to searchers. So all eyes need to be on the Crow's Nest Pass area, the island campground. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts, and let's hope that this little guy gets found today. Bye, folks.